The Story of Rohini. The Buddha recounted this story at Jetavana, basing it on the folly of a female servant employed by Anathapindika. This servant and her mother both worked and resided in Anathapindika's household. One day, while her mother was resting, flies began swarming around her face and head. Aggravated, she asked her daughter to shoo them away. In her ignorance, the daughter took a pestle to swat the flies. When one fly landed on her mother's forehead, she impulsively struck it with the pestle, intending to kill the insect but tragically causing her mother's death instead. Upon learning of his servant's death, Anathapindika arranged a proper funeral. The following day, he visited the Buddha and shared the unfortunate story, describing how the servant's foolishness had led to her mother's untimely death. The Buddha then revealed that the servant's lack of wisdom had caused similar harm in a previous life. To illustrate, he told a tale from the distant past. Long ago, when Varanasi was ruled by King Brahmadatta, the Bodhisattva was born into a prosperous merchant family. As he reached adulthood, he became a successful businessman and eventually amassed great wealth. Among his household staff was a servant named Rohini, known for her diligence, but lacking in sound judgment. One day, while Rohini was pounding rice in the kitchen, her mother arrived for a visit. Exhausted, her mother lay down nearby to rest, but the kitchen was teeming with flies, which soon began to annoy her. Frustrated, she asked Rohini to drive them away. Taking her mother's request literally, Rohini foolishly used the heavy pestle to swat at the flies. When a fly settled on her mother's head, Rohini struck down with the pestle, intending to kill the insect but instead killing her mother. When the Bodhisattva heard of this tragic incident, he exclaimed, "How much better it is to have a wise enemy than a foolish friend. A wise enemy may restrain from harming us, fearing repercussions. But a foolish friend can cause us great harm, even with the best of intentions." After recounting this tale, the Buddha explained to Anathapindika that the servant Rohini and her mother from the past story were his servant and her mother in their former lives. The wise businessman in the story, the Buddha revealed, was himself in a previous incarnation.